is Shortmama Money Moves, and I'm right here to do my series, my debt freedom journey series that I started. I feel like in my first video, I did not really go into that much details because I was really embarrassed when I actually wrote down all my debt. And even though I paid it off, I was still embarrassed because I am a couponer and I was in debt while couponing. I had all these debts while couponing. Now, I'm going to talk about how I got into debt because couponing played a part in it. When I first and I'm just going to calculate all of these numbers right here while I'm talking, okay? And maybe you can see it, maybe you can. I hope. Okay, it looked like you can see it. Okay. So, when I first started couponing, I already had a shopping problem, okay? It's like I always felt like that I had to have it. It's like I just feel like I had to have certain things. Because when I was little, I didn't have much. You know, my mom did what she could, but it wasn't like, you know, we could afford a lot. So when I got on my own, it was like, okay, I want the newest J's, or I want the Nikes that just came out. And I would basically go in debt just to do that. My first credit card was the Capital One. The Capital One card was the first credit card, and then I turned around and I got another Capital One card. Okay, so to me, nobody never explained credit to me. I'm gonna be 100% honest. My mom would tell you that she had got a Capital One credit card. It was a $300 limit. She basically spent the $300, never made a payment, and called it a day. So that shows how little I knew about credit. Okay, my mom said they can't get what I don't have. That's how her motto was, and so I kind of went with that same motto. You can't get what I don't have. Okay, number one, I wouldn't be applying for a credit card if I had the money anyway. So that's your fault that you gave me the credit card. So oh well. That's kind of like the motto that I kind of went, went with. Well, once you get older, cause see, I was young, and once you get older and you start wanting things, and some of those things like a house, a car, certain things like that, you start, figuring out that credit is more than what you think it is. Okay. You can have the greatest personality. You can be the nicest person. But if that number is low, that number is low. If I can find a screenshot, I will put what my credit score was when I had all of these debts, or probably prior to. I can't remember. I remember taking a screenshot of it. Okay. But my credit score was like in the 4s. Okay. In the low 4s. And I think it was even lower than that because that's based on Credit Karma. You know, Credit Karma make your score higher than what it actually is. Okay. So I was trying to get a car. I had 2 kids by then. I wanted to get a car. I couldn't get a car nowhere. Okay. My credit score, I don't even think they would loan me a cup of water if I was thirsty. That's how bad my credit was. I mean, I'm going to be honest. So hold on. Okay. So what I did was I said, okay, what I need to do is try to get my credit right. But in the process of me getting credit cards that would rebuild my credit, I still had this problem when it comes to spending. Okay. So when I say I still had a problem when it comes to spending, I started couponing and it didn't make it better. I already had a shopping addiction. I did not make it better by, couponing, because now couponing made things cheaper. See, back in the day, you was getting Tide and you were getting all these other items for probably less than $1. So if anything, it made me buy more. And in the process of me buying more, if I did not have the money, I swipe a card. And yeah, I'm paying interest on that card, but all I know is that I wanted to have the rush of um I wanted to have the rush of being able to walk out the store with a basket full of stuff, and to have the rush of being able to have a cart full of items, and just saying that I was able to shop, and then the fact that I'm able to get it for hardly anything, it's like I'm robbing the store. Oh my God, this rush is just doing something to me. And I would travel somewhere everywhere. I would drive hours away. I think I had drove 2 hours to a store one time just for a certain item, an item that I did not even need. Just because I knew I could get it for free. And it shows how bad it got. It really did show how bad I really got. I told her that, and this is not counting my collections though. But anyway, it was 3,400. Okay, yeah. So even with that, I kept spending, and it became, I end up in my family had a reputation of having money. And honestly, I didn't have money. It's just that I was using credit cards like crazy. So like I said, the Capital One cards was my first, okay? And then that's when I got my credit somewhat decent. So I was able to get like 2 Chase cards to rebuild my credit. Now, how did I get these Chase cards? I got these Chase cards when I worked on my credit because I wanted to buy a house. And I got my credit at least to the I want to say like the 620 mark, just the bare minimum for me to be able to buy a house. Once I got approved for that house, I'm laughing now because once I got approved for that house, and once all the closing and everything was signed, the paperwork was signed, and I was in this house, I went crazy. I used my house as an excuse for everything. Okay, so I got 2 of these because I was living in an apartment. At first, we didn't have a wash machine and dryer hookup. So I had to buy a wash machine and dryer. Then on top of that, I wanted new furniture. So I had to buy new furniture. Okay, maybe that's where Wayfield, but I still don't have the couch that I originally had when I moved in. So maybe that's where the Wayfield came in. I wanted to buy patio furniture. So I had to buy patio furniture, okay? I want to buy new wall decoration for everywhere in the house. I had to buy that because that was important. I had to buy new furniture for the kids' room, even though nothing was wrong with their bed at all. But I had to buy it because I did not want to take anything out my apartment to my new house, because new house means new beginnings. You know what? Yeah. I mean, when I say that, I'm calculating the collections now. When I say that I went crazy, and I used the fact that I had a new house as the reason for everything. And guess what came with my new house? An extra room. So since an extra room came with my new house, guess what I did? That extra room was my coupon room. So that made me coupon harder than I was ever couponing before. I mean, I had cat food. I got a deal on cat food that made the cat food like 49 cents or something. And I bought like, I think it was like 30 or 40 bags of cat food. For what? No reason. I don't even own a cat. And I'm telling you all of this because, yes, couponing is great. Yes, you know, we are saving money when I coupon. Yes, I'm trying to find the right way to say this. But if you already have an addiction, you have to solve the addiction first. And see, that's what I didn't do. I didn't solve my addiction first. So my next series, I'm going to talk about the steps that I took to start paying this off. Because with the VA loan. My mom ended up losing her job. So when she lost her job, I ended up taking care of her bills. So what my solution was to everything is, if I don't have enough money to pay this car, see, can I get it off this car? If I can get it off this car, then I can pay that car. Then after that, that's more interest. Then I don't have the money to pay this car. Maybe I can take the money off this car and pay this car. And then maybe I can take the money off that car and pay this car. That literally was my mindset. And then when I couldn't take money off of any more cars, that's where the loans came in at. All the loans. That's when the loans came in at. When I wanted something and I saw something that I wanted, then that's when like when people used to post Victoria's Secret deals, okay? Now, I didn't need it, but because it was such a great deal, I felt like I needed to buy it. So that's why, how I end up like with Victoria's Secret. When my kids' Christmas came, I didn't have no more money on my credit cards. I didn't have no more money. So what I would do, that's when Fingerhut came into place. You know, and Fingerhut, it cost like, I want to say double versus if you would have brought it in the store and would have had the money just to get it out the store. So this is basically, I hope I explained this, how I ended up in that. My next series, I'm going to explain the steps I took to start paying off my debt. And when I looked at my video, I said, I basically showed everyone that I paid everything off, but I didn't give them no more value about what steps I took on how to pay this off. How did I get here? I did not really explain because I was honestly embarrassed myself. And so I was like, okay, I just want to hurry up and show them that I did pay this off, you know. And that's pretty much how that went. So I hope y'all, you know, like, follow. I hope y'all like these series. Stick with these series with me so I can break down the steps I took to pay all this debt off. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm not no financial advisor. You might don't want to follow my steps, but overall, I'm happy with the steps I took. Okay, it did save me a lot of money in the long run, even though my credit score took a hit. But my credit score is going back up. If I can, I will show you a screenshot of what my credit score is today. So I feel like even though it's moving slowly, I feel like I am still in the right directions. And yes, I did make some mistakes, but I still feel like I am in the right direction. So, yeah. So this is Shortmama Money Moves, and we're trying to move this money in the right direction. And yeah, just like, comment, and subscribe. So anyway, whoop, bye.